What if I told you that one of the most dangerous things in your life isn't sugar, isn't stress, and isn't aging? It's the lighting inside your house. That sounds dramatic, maybe even ridiculous, because light feels harmless. You flip a switch, the room brightens, you feel normal. But what if that same light is quietly interfering with your sleep, your metabolism, your hormones, your mood, every single day? And the scariest part, you don't even notice it, because it's been normalized. The modern mismatch. There's a concept called an ancestral mismatch. It means your body evolved in one environment, but you're living in a completely different one. And out of all modern mismatches, processed food, sitting too much, stress, light may be at the top of the list, because light controls your circadian system, and your circadian system controls sleep, hormones, blood sugar, mood, fat burning, brain function. You can eat clean, you can work out daily, you can sleep 8 hours, and I still feel exhausted. If your light signals are wrong, the clock inside you, your body runs on an internal clock. Actually, not just one clock. You have clocks in your liver, in your pancreas, in your muscles, in your fat cells, and they are all synchronized by one master clock in your brain. That master clock listens to one thing: light and darkness, not willpower, not supplements, not motivation, light. And here's the most important word in this entire discussion: contrast. Bright days, dark nights. For thousands of years, humans lived with extreme contrast. Daytime meant intense brightness. On a sunny day, light exposure can reach 100,000 lux. Lux simply measures brightness, how much light hits your eyes. Even on cloudy days, outdoor light can range between 2,000 and 10,000 lux. Now compare that to indoors. Inside your house, usually 100 to 500 lux, sometimes less. At night while watching TV or scrolling your phone, 300 to 1,000 lux. Moonlight outside, 0.1 lux, almost complete darkness. Firelight, warm, dim, maybe 30 to 50 lux. See the difference? Historically, extremely bright days, extremely dark nights. Modern life, dim days, bright nights. We reverse the signal, and your brain notices. What happens when the signal reverses? In the morning, bright light tells your brain, it's time to wake up. Increase cortisol. Increase alertness. Cortisol is not just a stress hormone. It's a wake-up hormone. It should peak in the morning. That spike gives you energy, mental clarity, motivation. But when you spend your mornings indoors under dim lighting, that signal weakens. Cortisol becomes flat. You feel sluggish. You reach for coffee. Then night comes. Instead of darkness, you flip on bright overhead LEDs. You sit inches from a glowing screen. Blue light hits your retina, and your brain thinks, it's daytime again. Melatonin, the hormone that tells you it's time to sleep, gets delayed or suppressed, so you lie in bed for 7 or 8 hours. But your sleep isn't deep, and deep sleep is where repair happens, where growth hormone peaks, where your brain detoxifies, where metabolism resets. That's why so many people say, I slept, but I don't feel rested. It's not just about hours, it's about light timing. The metabolic impact. Now here's where it becomes serious. Your metabolism also runs on a clock. Your body handles blood sugar better earlier in the day. Insulin sensitivity drops at night. But bright light exposure at night has been associated with impaired glucose regulation. It increases insulin resistance. It worsens blood sugar control. Now add this to the equation. At night, people snack. They graze. They eat under bright lights. Bright light plus late eating plus shallow sleep. That's a metabolic disaster. Over time, weight gain doesn't feel dramatic. It creeps in slowly. Energy dips. Cravings increase. Mood shifts. And you blame discipline. But sometimes, your environment is misaligned with your biology. The disappearance of darkness. There's another issue. We've eliminated real darkness. Look around your bedroom tonight. Charging lights. Wi-Fi lights. Digital clocks glowing. Tiny LEDs on electronics. Even very small amounts of light can reduce melatonin. Historically, nighttime lux levels were almost zero. Your brain evolved expecting that. Now your room is hundreds of times brighter than moonlight, and we wonder why sleep feels fragile. When darkness disappears, rhythm destabilizes. And when rhythm destabilizes, everything feels slightly off. Mood becomes unstable. Anxiety increases. Focus declines. Even recovery slows. The ICU example. If you've ever been in an ICU, you may have noticed something. The lights are often on 24/7. Patients are checked frequently. Sleep becomes fragmented. There's something known as ICU-acquired delirium. Circadian disruption plays a major role. Some hospitals are now experimenting with dynamic lighting, simulating sunrise and sunset indoors. Because the brain requires rhythm, it requires contrast. Without it, recovery suffers. If lighting matters that much in a hospital, imagine what it's doing in your home. The fix is simpler than you think. The solution is not complicated. It's not a supplement. It's not an extreme routine. It's environmental correction. Rule number 1. Make your mornings aggressively bright. Get outside within the first hour of waking. Even cloudy days work. You don't need to stare at the sun. Just allow natural light into your eyes. That anchors your clock. Rule number 2. Make your nights genuinely dark. Turn off overhead lights. Use warm, dim lamps. Lower screen brightness 2 to 3 hours before bed. Cover small LED lights in your bedroom. Rule number 3. Fix both ends of the contrast scale. Bright mornings, dark nights restore contrast. Restore rhythm. The big truth. Modern disease isn't only about what we eat. It's also about the signals we live under. And light is one of the most powerful signals your body receives every single day. Fix your light, and you may improve. Sleep depth, mood stability, hormone balance, metabolic health, cognitive clarity. This might be the lowest hanging fruit in health optimization. Simple, free, powerful.